as everything's working. Let me just take a sip of water. Alright. So, oddly enough, during the 15 minutes, I actually didn't get enough time to build a full amino team. So let me just do that. I need you. I want to keep you. We will go for you. Alright.
Give me a moment to compose myself.
Do I have enough for a full Anemo
Let
team?
the wind
I did
lead.
not think this through.
I can do it.
Technically, yes.
Can I go
have
catch
enough.
up on my sleep?
Barely. Alright. So that means we should be focusing on one of these. So, who are we going to be focusing on? by who are we going to focus on, I mean I'm focusing on Sucrose almost exclusively. Yep, do that, and we can ascend. And we can ascend again. You can ascend
This trip has allowed me to gather a good number of materials. Thank you. I'll be sure to put them to good use.
And we can level up 3 more times. The issue this shows though is Sucrose is a little weak. And by a little weak I mean she's most definitely hold on. I've got sacrificial fragments, but I never actually. Okay, identical weapons. This, and the weapon changes a little bit upon ascension. All right, so can I enhance? I can. I've got a lot of weapons. How far can we actually bring this weapon? I'm curious now. Oh, we can probably go all the way with this. Okay. Okay, let's see how far we can go with this. Oh yeah, we can go absolutely all the way. This will give Sucrose a really big power jump. Yeah, it's not stopping. We're still going. We're still going. Still going. Still going. This is actually kind of ridiculous. Alright. Okay, I think we've hit the end. Oh, these are all like level somethings. Okay, we can stop there. Alright, so we got you that far. Oh, you don't even have... no attacks. Yeah, let's give you that. Unless this gives anything. Actually, you could do this. But we can't level you up. We also don't have artifacts for you. Or just artifacts in general. You don't have any good artifacts. You've got artifacts I want you to have. And you've got artifacts I want you to have. I think. Alright, let's just give Sayu whatever we have on hand. Just to fill her out. We'll give you Wanderer's Troop. We'll give you the Exile. Let's give you... Wow, you're gonna have so much random kit. Yeah, we actually can't kit you up properly. Alright.
Right now, I wish I was sitting at the top of a tree, looking out over a meadow,
so,
in hand.
I think we can... Wait, hold on. This has been a while we've been getting exclusively in Mondstadt. I did change them to be random. Alright. So, let's try dealing with all the commissions, and then I'll probably have to do some level grinding.
Mondstadt welcomes you.
But this will probably explain why I don't like amino characters as much. First one is... Venti is a very good single shot. He's very bad multi-shot, so he only got 2 foul when with Ganyu would have gotten a lot. Actually, I guess my mic is on. Okay, so we're all good. Yeah, we didn't get anything from that. And we can use this just to move a little faster. Because it is actually a way to move out really quick.
I'm out of here.
Then we have a 9-second cooldown, and then, you know. Yeah. But because we effectively have a really nerfed team, we're going to be relying almost exclusively on... Okay, we're going to be relying exclusively on
Enhanced
someone.
Anemo Module 75. Stand clear. Absorption test.
Time for takeoff. Let's
This
play.
is going to be awkward.
Yeah.
Because we're not doing any damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, this is kind of why I say Anemo isn't that good.
Here we go.
You kind of need to have a lot of elements prepared. So, if I just swap out... Well, if I swapped out anyone apart from Venti, then this comp would be infinitely better. But a pure amino, no, it's really bad. Especially, what? Let me check your weapons actually. You've got a maxed out weapon. Oh, wait. This gives you attack, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, so you're just behind. Okay. So, Venti just literally needs his artifacts leveled up. I think Jean is just a healer to begin with, so you're not going to get much damage at her.
Think you can get away?
Sayu is, again, very good when enough elements is around. Not exactly when alone.
And away I go.
Really?
Wind, hear me.
She did a grand total of 40 damage.
Anemo test 6308.
And you did
Brace
even less.
yourself. Time for takeoff.
And that apparently was enough
How
to get
rude.
Sayu
Yahoo!
leveled up. Interesting. And no, she's not invincible while in fire. So she's got to go in, go out, and that's that. And yeah, I'm only doing this because the UK basically got bad for Storm, and I'm basically doing this as a little joke. Although I say that it was really strong. So it's nothing to laugh at. It was really bad. Like I'm fairly certain it was I'm fairly certain it was a video of like someone's bin being flown up into the air and flung about. Like it was just someone in like a Gmod, just picking it up and like flinging it about randomly. And then there was even like a plane that, because the headwinds were so strong, they just stopped moving. Like they were moving forward, but the headwinds were just as strong, so they just stopped moving altogether. And no, despite what you think, if you hit 0 degrees, you don't just fall immediately. Because there's still forward momentum and there's still some sort of lift, it was still flying, it was just hovering at that point. I've only got one left, lame. I need to do more. Ah well. We got a crystal chunk out of that? Oh, okay. Odd. Right. Thank goodness this move lets me run without using stamina, because it's effectively a spin dash.
I'm out of here.
And you killed like 2 birds. Well done. Also, I wish Sayu would like be able to... Right. You have to hold it for like the first few seconds, and then you can release it. Then you're good. Unfortunately, if anyone hits Sayu, she's dead as a doornail. Like, that's it, gone. Just nothing she can do. Also, because I've got Anemo stuff going on,
Stand clear.
I'm technically not breaking through the defenses
Think you can get
anytime
away?
soon.
Brace yourself.
Like, I'll deal with the Hilichos just fine.
By my sword.
But anything else, I am kind of owned. Like, again, look how much damage I'm not doing. The only damage I'm doing is really with Anemo and that's it. Again, Anemo as an element on its own, really bad. Because it's effectively a multiplier. That's why oh, what's his name? Kazuha. He's really good against enemies of multiple types, because as he attacks, he like brings up like fire and electricity, and it like all mashes together. Ooh, I don't think. Oh no. Oh, right. Hold it. That's why I don't like that move, because I thought it should just be you hold it and it goes. But you have to wait for her to actually go into the ball, otherwise she just does the kick. Also, she can't fall off ledges, so you can't, like, oh, fricks. I picked the worst day to do this. But I can show something interesting. So I'm getting Nemo. Yeah, because I'm now just... Yeah, so that's the funny part. If you have an Nemo on Sucrose, what happens is that you're just kind of...
My research has failed.
Jesus Christ. If you go over water, you just freeze the water, and because she can't go off things that she can't roll over, she just kind of, you know...
Barbados, guide us.
Spins forever.
Can't touch me.
And
Brace
again,
yourself.
you're really terrible, so...
Time for takeoff.
I need to work on these. This is like the worst thing possible. Again, any composition is like the worst one possible. Because this team comp is just so weak. I'm fairly certain if I got up to snuff, it might be decent.
Wind, hear me.
But that's not today.
Here we go.
Like, very well not today. Also, I think we just got enough to do enough pull. I would love to get Yai. That'd be great. I would love to get Yai. That'd be fun. But I have a feeling we're not going to get Yai. I have a feeling it's going to be another Diona. Because the game just keeps giving me Diona. I don't want Diona. There's a reason I don't use her. I already have Ganyu, which is already a good ice archer. I already have Aloy, which is still a good ice archer. Is there anything else? No, I think that's all the ice archers. Is it? I feel it's... Was there no more? Anyway. Pull for Yai. Will I be lucky? Let's see... Now. No, absolutely not. Yep, that was really bad. Oh well, it'll take a little bit. Alright. So what do we need for Sucrose? Aside from a crap ton of levels. Let's check you. So what do you need? Your attacks are actually fine. Yeah, your attacks are actually fine. So you just need more strength. So I guess we can start by giving you more Veritas Veneer, which is, I think it's down there. Yeah, it's down here. And no, we're not going to be doing this as this comp. Because even though that would be funny, I don't want to be here all night.
I charge a higher rate to meet outside the office.
So I'm going to at least swap out... who do I want else? I want... Let's go you.
What are my orders?
Because I want to have an actual elemental reaction as opposed to nothing. Although that's supposed to be a physical thing, so if you know physical move, well, if you have characters which are good at physical, you're good here. If you don't, you'll struggle. And we're gonna struggle.
No touching. Think you can get away?
We're gonna struggle a lot.
Incinerate! This is long overdue.
Although we are actually,
By my sword.
we already took out 2, so that's a good sign.
Time for takeoff.
Yeah, okay, we are actually doing really well.
Time for your arraignment!
Born of ice and frost, blaze over. Rex Lapis,
Oh,
I am sorry.
God! You just one-shot.
Incinerate!
Poor Ganyu. She did not stand a chance against that. Like, wow!
Barbados.
That wasn't just a one-shot. Like, he just kind of went, get out of the way. Again, you just kind of fell to the ground. Without a second thought. Also, I had to condense Frozen yesterday because I didn't stream and I didn't feel like doing it because I had work today, so that's fun. Ooh, energy recharge and defense, of course. Oh well. Let me put my phone to the side. I don't have a side to put it on. Really? Come on. Crap. I've got to take stuff down. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, I've got to take stuff down. But I can do that in a little bit. I'll probably do it after I'm done. Good? Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll probably deal with that later. Probably off stream.
We're way behind
Actually,
schedule.
I just realised. Technically, Ganyu has nothing holding her hair together. So her hair just kind of bends inwards and then that's it. So this isn't how hair works.
There you are.
The reason why hair would work like that in any chance is mainly because you'd have like some sort of
Go as planned!
binding keeping it together.
Incinerate!
But if you've got no binding,
Let me sleep a while.
Christ!
No touching.
It's like, yeah, they're weak. No kidding.
Who cannot?
Like they just got one shot, absolute one shot, and I can't even revive all of them.
Visible evidence!
And okay, I'm gonna get out of there before she nukes all of us. Okay, it's gonna be fun. I still have no way of getting vented back, so I have to do this
Motion to compel!
with effectively 2 characters and a healer.
I can fix this!
Born of ice and frost.
Come on, there we go. Good lord, that was scary. Because all Venti needed was one ulti, but he couldn't even get to that point. He literally was like, oh, take care, dies. It's like, okay, calm down, enemy team, good lord. Arrow Feather, which is what we already know. Character healing, using elemental skill or burst increases healing received by all party members for by 10 seconds. That could actually be really good on Jean. Because she's she's a heal bitch. Well, I guess no, actually that'd be really good on Barbara. Because her healing skill is literally a healing skill.
Glaze over. No touching.
Also, that fog hurts. I need to remember that. Get over here, get over here, get over here, get over here, get over here.
Breath of the flame. Incinerate.
Okay, there you go.
Time for takeoff.
Deal with them, please.
Here we go. For Rex Lapis. Motion to compel.
Yeah, so a lot of damage is happening.
Swear by my sword.
It just requires 2 other people. So Anemo are just basically multipliers. You cannot have them as a core team member. You can't have them as a core member of your team because there are enemies which are usually resistant to their own element. And there's usually no way to have 2 elements proccing side by side. So what typically happens is that, oh, ice is there. Oh, all the ice enemies are just like invincible and this is just like a waste of time. But if it was like, oh, you have like fire enemies and like regular enemies, or like ice enemies and regular enemies, then yeah, it'd be better. It'd be decent.
Think you can get away? Motion to compel. All hail. Born of icy fire. Yahoo! Invisible evidence. Wind, hear me.
Yeah, and you saw we just took out the three regular enemies really quick. Like, they're already dead. That's just how insane it is. But you're usually not fighting 3 regular enemies. You're usually fighting enemies of the same element.
Think you can get away?
Oh, shoot. Thought you could get away? Not even the afterlife can save you now. It's good Lord, Venti, calm it. Okay, and we get In Remembrance. Alright, let's try updating Venti's kit real quick. Which we can actually do. Alright, so this gives defense. We have energy recharge. Yep, that's better. We have defense, elemental mastery. Elemental mastery will be fine. That's a good placeholder. Attack, which is good. HP, which is we can swap out for the 1 of health. And then this one has flat attack, which I'm just going to start leveling up Venti right now. We're going to run out of money. We haven't had this issue for a while. And the reason we haven't had this issue for a while is because they just haven't been leveling up anyone's artifacts, which is a really expensive thing to do. Also, a lot of the low tier artifacts are generally just fodder. Okay, so 192, so that's good. I think I need to increase with recharge. That's not that. Is it this one? Yeah, this one. So this is level 10. And we're now out. Alright. So Venti is now slightly stronger. Which is fine, He doesn't need to be the strongest, but he just needs to be stronger. Randalled. We can't even level this one up, darn.
We're way behind schedule.
Yeah.
Yahoo!
That's a shame, that's a
All
shame.
hail.
Also, I should probably mention right now, I don't have access to the chat right now when I'm in combat.
I swear by my sword.
So, if any messages are out there, I can't read them, sorry.
Motion
Just
to
give me a
compel.
moment.
Time for your arraignment. Blaze over. No touching. Here we go. Over here. Think you can get
And we
away?
just do it again.
Incinerate. denied. This is long overdue.
And we do it again. And we do it again. Yeah, this will take a while. And unfortunately, artifacts, I think, give you either a piddly amount of gold or don't give you any, not gold, Mora. They either give you a piddly amount of Mora or they give you no Mora at all. Piddly amount, alright. Ooh, it gives attack. Like, it's good to have an attack on attack increase. Because that just kind of means that... Oh, but is that better than this 4.1? 4.7! With crit! That's got elemental mastery with more HP. It's got defense and HP. Yeah, go full aggro. Can I even afford this? Yeah, I can. Barely. Good lord. Yeah, barely I can. HP went up, crit rate went up, energy recharge went up by a lot. Oh, we maxed it out! Oh, nice! That was totally worth it. Like, we just went from a level 11 to a level 20 in one go, because we got the 5 times a bonus. Which is, mind you, ridiculous.
Born of ice and frost.
Also, Ganyu is like, oh, mega frail. Good
Time for
lord.
takeoff. Brace yourselves. Motion to compel. Breath of the flame.
Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna keep you
Yes.
suspended forever.
Think you can get
Like,
away?
you're never gonna get a chance in.
All hail.
And thank goodness that
Incinerate.
the Fatui Witch can't just teleport when being CC'd like this. Because if she could, that would be insane. Also, we are clearing that out faster than with a full physical team. So, this does kind of support that Anemo are supposed to be accelerated. Crit damage, good lord. By the end of this, Venti is just going to be ridiculously overpowered. I mean, he's already pretty strong, and he's just getting stronger right now. It's just, I always found him situational. That's why I don't like it.
Invisible evidence. Incinerate.
Freeze!
Time for takeoff.
Come on, fire! Yeah, fire!
Blaze over.
Which is probably the worst element possible because...
Let's play.
The wrong
Over here.
Okay,
Think you can get away? Access
yeah,
denied.
it's probably the worst element because it takes Ganyu a while to actually get her thing off. Also, melt doesn't really... It's what? I think melt is pretty bad when it's in fire to ice.
I swear by my sword.
I think it's good when you're melting ice, not when you're melting... or not when you're trying to freeze fire. Like, that'd be funny if it's like, oh, ice into fire. Oh, that's, oh, sorry. Yeah. No, fire into ice, that's melt. But ice into fire, it's like freeze dry or something. Okay, nothing special. Oh, physical damage has gone up. Oh, poor Venti. Poor
Time for
Venti.
takeoff.
You have to do this as soon as the game starts. And again, no one was casting any element, so no one was getting hit by anything apart from wind. Which means the damage is really weak.
Wind, hear me.
The wrong test subject.
Think you can get away?
So, that was fun.
Invisible evidence. This is long overdue. No touching.
Also, I guess this is kind of why Dendro isn't going to
Time
get a
for
release.
takeoff.
Or if it does, it's why it's not yet. Because if this is how Anemo's going to be, where it's like just a multiplier, Dendro has to be a multiplier. It's either a multiplier or I guess it absorbs elements. Like the more elements are around, the stronger it gets, or something. Or it could just be completely reactionary.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Oh and yeah, there is a little trick with Venti where if you run and jump, you can move a little faster. But that's mainly because I think it's something to do with the animations. Good lord.
Brace yourself. Time for takeoff. All hail. Swear by my sword.
Oh, wrong way. So yeah, Anemo into this place just destroys it if you've got fire and ice. I think if you bring fire and electricity, you just get a lot of explosions going on. So while that's good for like crowd control, I think Melt just does more damage. Why am I on this count? I'll go over here. Alright, cool. Yeah, you can't do that. Oh, right, not sprinting. You gotta sprint, then do that. Because Venti just launches further.
Here we go.
I guess he doesn't skip leg day. Or I guess he does. Because that's how he's running so fast.
Think you can
Because
get
he's
away?
skipping it. Yeah, you gotta do that.
Born of ice and frost. This
So
is
it
long
might be best
overdue.
to do a...
Yahoo!
it might be best to do a
Wind, hear me.
elemental starter like
Time for takeoff.
Ganyu's ult first.
Let's play.
Then you follow up with
Incinerate.
Venti. Then you do whatever second.
Glaze over.
Oh, but the duration of that is really short.
Here we go.
But it keeps him in the air for a long time. Also, Venti getting crits. But he's still, like, relatively weak. Also, he's moving really fast. Even for, you know, sprinting. Then again, it could just be that my camera was so low it looked like it was moving faster. Maiden's pathing. Pathing youth. There we go. No, pathing use would be the joke. So it's like, the maiden, make us a path. Move forward, head right, go forward, head right again. It's like, thank you for your pathing use. I hate this job.
Motion to compel. Let's play.
But like that would actually be funny. It's like Dracula is taking all these maidens and like kidnapping them. Why is he kidnapping them? Oh, he needs someone for his D&D campaign, and he's like just an obnoxious brat about it.
Time for
Like,
takeoff.
I need the perfect one to beat werewolf at, and it's like, kill me now. No, we're not doing that. You're here for the D&D campaign. I'll just tell everyone that you kidnapped me and just killed me, alright? It's like, that's fine.
Think you can get away? Let's play.
Also, the range on Venti is like ridiculous. Like, you saw that. That Fatui just came sliding in from the absolute other side of the actual arena. Kind of nuts. Then again, you're not going to be able to do that for a majority of fights. Again, you have to make the fight. if a fight is wrong, sorry, if a fight is mono element and it's all ice and you've got fire, don't bother, because what's going to happen is that
Here we go.
you're just going to use your Anemo character. You're going to
Boom, boom.
try to set them in a trap,
Let's play.
and then what happens is that you just kind of, you know,
Time for takeoff.
get them stuck in their own element so they don't take any damage.
Time for your arraignment. Blaze over. Access denied.
So I got careless. It's like, I don't actually see how you could have, like, known any better. Except at this point, you should know that I'm bringing in Anemo.
Motion to propel.
Which is actually something I was trying to,
All hail.
like, that was actually an assignment I had for a university, where it was, like, literally, well, it was the final one. So it was like, it's like, there are points in grinding where, like, if it no longer becomes a challenge, it's like, what if the enemy learned what you did, and, like, took your moves into account, and based itself around that? So like, I guess in Genshin's case, if you're just abusing an Anemo comp, Anemo? I think it's Anemo. If you're just doing that, then, well, actually, because we've done all that, we can go over here, do this, claim all these. Wait, do these? Alright, let's start the unboxing event. Yeah, because we could do Yai's story thing later, but this one is an actual event. But what was I saying? But yeah, the thing I was doing was basically like, oh, if you use a lot of buffs, the enemy will have skills that will, like, stop your buffs, or if they rely on nerfing the enemy team, they will focus on silencing your team. Basically, it's like you do X, the AI will try to accommodate. But they won't just learn instantly and go full tilt. Like, you did silences for 4 in one game, therefore we must absolutely destroy you with physical attacks. No, it's more like everything you do, the enemies will try to accommodate bit by bit. So it's like, hey, they're like just only hitting us with the regular attacks and not even putting up proper resistance. And so as the game goes on, you will notice during Evernight. Enokim, okay. What was I saying? So you do the first fight, and you just attack them. Okay, they went down easily. Second fight, then you might not notice it. Okay, you took them down really easily. Keep going. And then, like, at the third or fourth fight, it's like, well, hold on. I'm not doing as much damage. That's weird. And like, I guess, it's such a while ago. I'm trying to remember. Is it Evernight? I think it's Evernight. I think it is. Oh yeah, because there's a lot of... Is it? Oh, well, we'll find out. But that was the entire point. It's like how to basically stop you from, like, mindlessly grinding. Because because in RPGs you get into the habit of, like, oh, I'm just going to start using my stronger spells over and over again to grind, and it's like, well, that makes no sense for an enemy to allow you to do that. Like, it'd be like you'd have someone eventually run away. It'd be like, sir, what? They're just, like, using Ultima on everyone. Are you using, like, Ultima, the ultimate spell? Yeah, on everyone. Yeah. Do you have any ideas to counter it? Well, we could just silence them right at the beginning of the match. It's like, okay, let's do that. But of course, that was more like, ew, we don't. So it is daytime. Okay, so where can I change it to... Oh. I know the easiest way to change it back to night. God, I thought it was a little bright. So yeah, so when it's up there and you see all that light, yeah, that's day. So that's a shame. Yeah, switch to F9. I should have just checked this first. Yeah. Now it's Evernight. So this means that this is technically one of the only places that doesn't have a proper day and night cycle. And I say technically because while there is a day and night cycle, the only reason it's day or night is because it's so far underground that there can't be any physical light. So you just kind of, you know, just turn on a light and it's all brightens everything up. And then when it's gone, it's night. It's kind of like how like those post-apocalyptic underground things are. It's like, oh, it's daytime. Here's your like lights turn on. Oh, it's nighttime. Lights go off. Because I think Fallout did that, or at least Fallout 3 did it. And the whole thing is like, oh yeah, you can't, like, it's daytime, and it's like you're in the vault and you can't see time change, so you can lose track of time really easily without any assistance. Also, what are you doing? Oh, I didn't claim everything. Oh, that's Mora. Okay. This one is energy, this HP, gives attack. This also gives us energy recharge, which is good. This HP, energy recharge, HP, and okay, we're not missing anything. So we do this, do this, this. And defense went up. Alright. Curious. What was that? Something just pinged. Weird. Ugh. Let's see. This gives attack with HP and defense. That gives attack with defense. Defense is going up. Good lord, Venti, you're gonna have a lot of defense when this is all over. Like, you already have a really decent amount of defense. Ooh. Also, yeah, I like how it's just a completely blank model with like sleeves and like a gown, but the only way to make it seem ghostly is to have the model warp. Like a wave is going down it, and you can see it happening. That would be me. Yes. Can we get to the point? I like how these ghosts that have very, very little time have a lot of time to like just chat around. It's like, I've got a message to pass on to you. It's very urgent, and I don't have much time. 50 minutes later, it's like, I thought you said this is urgent. Is it? Oh yeah, I need you to get the fish. It's like, really? Ooh. A new island emerges? There was talk about hidden islands that were here. Now, in this Evernight, gaze upon the borders of Byokkoku, in the faintness of everlasting night, beyond the rushing of Styx, eminent skylight. Literally, he's just telling you, there are lights you have to go to. Go to those lights. So, like, there is a light. Well, it just doesn't even matter. It just tells you where to go. And we can pick which one, so let's pick this one. Also, it might be an idea to swap out Ganyu for Aloy. Aloy, where are you? You're here.
Where to this time?
Also, Aloy has a red border. I don't know if that's supposed to signify, like, what, signal, a time-exclusive unit or not, but, I think it does. Also, so, we've been at level 93 enemies for a while. Does that mean we're gonna get higher, than that level? Because, eventually we're gonna get to level 100s. And eventually it's gonna get really interesting. Yes, Evernite is down below. Oh, yeah. It's down here. Ooh. Oh, we've been here before. Actually, when this entire thing started off, I've definitely been here.
For ya.
Time for takeoff. Here we go.
Missile pack-a-punch. This is a new one.
Yahoo!
Barbados.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while.
Boom boom!
Again, the whole thing of mono element, because now we're just getting water,
Ever seen one of these?
and it's not really doing that much.
Punch is on.
Like, it's doing a little bit of damage. It's not exactly game-changing.
Time for takeoff. Incinerate!
Missile pack-a-punch. This is a new one.
Motion to compel.
I'm not actually sure if I'm going to pick up the Zero Dawn game. From what I've heard, it improves something on the original.
Think you can get away? Let's
but also graphics seems to be a really major part of that.
You're stuck
So,
now.
and I don't have a PS5, so I'm not sure if it'd be worth just getting the PS4 version. Nice. Drink every night. I have. Oh, this is what it meant. Oh, this is what it meant. It's gonna drag me all the way up there, isn't it? All the way. Yep, it's just gonna bring me up there. So I've got my hands fully off the keyboard. So I have no idea what's gonna happen. And technically, it's completely taken away the stamina requirement. Yeah, and it's the warp. Yeah, can't control this section, by the way. Because if you could control this section and like jump off, you would just fall into nothing. Release all the flames of high something. Highgate. Also, like, the distance you have to be from the ground to actually trigger the wings
This thing is fun.
is kind of short. Like, it seems to be just enough to get the animation off, and nothing really more. Okay. I guess I could just float over there.
This thing is fun.
Yeah, I like this version of Aloy, because technically this is an Aloy that's after the first game. or I guess even after the second, depending on your view of things. So she's like always exploring, always going onwards, and I guess she just doesn't have any worries about it. It's like nothing's worried about her home. She's not worried about anything. She's in this new world, and it's like, hey, I've done all I could in my own world, so an adventure is an adventure. Which makes me curious, because Aloy is the first crossover character, and I wonder if there will be more. If there are more, then it's fantastic.
Time for takeoff.
If there aren't any more, then I'll be, oh!
Time for your arraignment.
I actually can't do anything against these guys.
Ever seen one of these? This'll pack a punch. This is a new one.
I actually can't do much apart from... Yeah, so Amino is like really worthless. Because they just don't react appropriately.
Think you can get away?
Basically harmless. Wait, how did I get that one?
Got something for ya. Ever seen one of these?
Achievements are really interesting when you get them. Because it's normally when you're not playing as you normally would you get them. Like, I would never play in an Anemo comp, but that's how I got that achievement. So let me just check what the achievement actually was. Spectre Heart, Spectre Heart. Alright. Wonders of the World. Defeat a Spectre that's not accumulated any fury. Okay, never mind. Interesting.
Hear me. Got something for ya. Ever seen one of these? This is a new one. Time for takeoff. Motion to compel.
Oh yeah, he's not even reaching there. Like, he's not even getting close, yeah.
Got something for ya. Let's play.
Oh wow, that missed. It just straight up missed.
Boom boom. The hunt is on. Here we go. Think you can get
Come
away?
on, let's see you do it. Also, thank goodness Aloy keeps her up stacks as you switch out.
Barbados.
Because some characters just drop any stacks they get, so that's fun. Also, I don't think Venti's attack carries over properly. Again, I don't think... Actually, is that right? No. No, 20%, that would be way more than just 100. Again, I think the issue with attack scales is they don't tell you the actual amount. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna swap out Yanfei for Amber.
At the ready.
Can I aim accurately enough? Oh, I actually missed all of them? Hold on. There must be a trick to this. There's always a trick to this.
This'll pack a punch.
So I obviously failed it by getting the wrong order. So I have to check out the right,
This is a new one.
but I just don't know the right order yet.
Wouldn't gliding be fast? Time for takeoff. Go, go, Baron Bunny!
Also, apparently Anemo lags everything to death. Holy hell.
You're stuck now. Got something for ya.
Like, it's awesome, but
get away. Yahoo! Ah.
Ouch, 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 ouch.
Missile
Just
pack
stop,
punch.
please.
The hunt is on.
And yet, as you see, they're not. It's not really working out. Ouch. Oh.
I swear by my sword.
Yeah, this is going to be
Here we go.
painful. Come on.
Time for takeoff. Get him.
Again, not really anything I can do apart from try to mount the shield manually. Because that's all that can be done.
Brace yourself.
This is a new one.
I can't do it while aiming.
Think you can get away?
Stop aiming.
Yahoo! Yeah.
Got something for ya.
Barbados, guide us.
Is this just like an endurance round? If I knew this would be an endurance round, I wouldn't have just brought
Ever seen
Amber.
one of these? You're stuck now. Got something for ya.
Get him. No escape. Brace yourself. Time for takeoff.
Yeah, see, they're not being pulled in at all. It's kind of worthless. Kind of worth. Also, like dropping FPS like hell.
Missile pack
Jesus.
punch.
Like, yeah,
This is a new
just
one.
dropping FPS because
Here we
so
go.
much is happening. Because
I swear by my sword.
Anemo does a lot.
Go, go, Barry.
Again, it's a
Think you
multiplier.
can get away?
It just doesn't do.
Let it rain.
It's not very effective, I guess, is the best way to put it.
Got something for ya.
Oh my goodness!
The hunt is on.
It just doesn't end.
Let's play.
It really just doesn't end. Holy hell!
Time for takeoff.
Are you
Ever seen one of
actually?
these?
Ooh. You're the only one affected by Venti's ultimate.
Brace yourself.
Not by much.
Go, go, Barry Bunny.
Again, the game is lagging out so hard.
Let's
Because
play.
it's just trying to handle everything. In fact, 404, no damage found. No
Got
frames
something for
either.
ya. Ever seen one of these? This is a new one.
Think you can get away? Go as one.
And because I don't have any elemental combos, that was just kind of a waste.
Go as one.
Let me actually check the FPS, see how this is going. Okay, no dropped frames from OBS. So it is just the game.
Go, go, Barry Bunny. Here we go. Time for takeoff. No escape.
Oh, really? Are you actually just gonna...
You're stuck
Oh,
now.
actually, again,
Hey.
Aloy does a fair amount of damage. I just realised I've got basically a full archer comp, apart from Jean.
Go as one.
Wind, hear me.
I also realised that no one's really dying. Because Jean's just keeping everyone healthy.
Go as one. Yep, how rude.
Also, Jean is the only one
Think you
doing
can get
damage.
away? Brace yourself.
This is a new one.
that like a champ. Good lord.
Got something for ya.
There we go. I might be able to do something now. Now that I've got the HUD thing on.
Time for takeoff.
Wow.
I swear by my sword.
Again, Aloy tanked that really well.
Go, go, Baron Bunny. Ever seen one of these?
The issue is that she couldn't exactly
You're
tank that
stuck
forever.
now.
Will burn.
Okay. So we lit all that. Okay, now we're releasing the flames. So that was just a gauntlet. A really, really long gauntlet. Like, good lord, that was actually kind of ridiculous. Because it was just kind of getting like, okay, what's going to win first? Me or the enemy when it bricks everything up? Daimon. Oh, that's really close by. Alright. Actually, FPS is really, really choppy. That's strange. You know, why are you so choppy? Let me just minimize a couple of things. Oh, Diamond. Here you go. Throughout Tokyo? What? Hold on, did he actually say, scatter the power throughout Tokyo? It's like, literally, the achievement is unmatched throughout Tokyo. Tokoyo. Okay. That must be a reference. Okay. Now we go over here. Because this will bring us to a separate reward. Let me just quickly swap out. I can swap out. Kucho, let's do that.
I will lead us to victory.
I don't want to do that fight, so I'm just gonna fly overhead, jump down, and just glide on over.
This thing is fun.
There you go. Now I can take my hands off and just take a sip of water. Because you don't need to do anything, because it's just a cutscene. Because they just float you up to the portal, and then it like immediately teleports you to the portal. Like that entire thing of like you flying, you're not flying anywhere. You've already gone to the destination. It's just masking the loading. Ooh, that was really bad. I'm Eshi. Okay, second here. I'm in charge of the Charlotte Insight. Blah blah blah. Oh, it's this again. Alright. Okay, I see what's going on here. Alright, I see.
This'll pack a punch. Ever seen one of these?
Let's play.
Again, Venti is not very helpful here
Think you
because
can get
these
away?
guys don't get affected at all
Storm
by
the
wind.
Strike. This is a new one.
Kujo, those messes them up something fierce. I don't actually remember that whole dun dun, like the chain lightning. Oh, by the way, these are the healings ones, so
Here we go.
if they hit you, they fully heal. Or at
Time
least
for
the
takeoff.
majority heal,
Flash.
which is really annoying.
Got something for ya. You're stuck now.
Because they just need to hit you once, And then that's it. They just healed for a majority of their
This'll
health.
pack a punch.
And they can do that multiple times. Like, totally not salty about the water ones. Because they are just
Think you can get away?
annoying as all hell.
Yahoo!
Got something for ya. This'll pack a punch.
There we go. One down, one down. If you can keep your range, they're tolerable. Again, archers are really weak. It feels like there should be jumps. What? Okay, so I'm looking for 4 different points. Huh. Okay. Sorry. Point me in those directions again? What? It says on a pillar. Near a pool. It's near that tower. So I just need to locate that tower first. Okay, it's there. So I think this is what I have to do. Yeah, there's one. And if I'm just looking for all of them, if they're just around the tower, then I should just find them by like wandering around. Yeah, so if I just explore everywhere, I should eventually see them all. Or will I?
Here we go.
Oh,
The
this is
hunt
the
is
part I
on.
love, because these are
Got
amino.
something for ya.
Guess
This'll
what?
pack a punch.
Time for takeoff.
Guess what they're immune to? Their own blooming element. I know, you can't do like
This
that.
is a
You
new
can't like
one.
shoot through the thing and it gives you the property. No, it's just completely worthless.
Ever seen one of these? This'll pack a punch. You're
So my
stuck
only damage now is Aloy.
Strike.
So yeah, this will be fun.
Barbados, guide us.
Thankfully they don't heal.
Flash.
I actually missed that shot, god damn it.
Ever seen one of these? This'll pack a punch.
And thankfully this keeps giving me
The hunt is on.
stacks I need to fight.
Think you can get away?
Sadly, this does not. Because you can't do that.
Quiver. Glory to the Shogun.
Okay, so that's pretty neat.
Got something for ya.
Yeah, so Kujo is designed to be an auto attack. No? You were doing 700s earlier. What changed? Oh, you were getting crits, weren't you? Yeah, crits.
Ever seen one of these?
There you go. Yeah, you were just getting crits. That was the only thing changing. Oh, we got one of these. Okay. So we need to go back up there. We basically need to keep exploring. Because we need to keep an eye on the tower's orientation. So we had this one here. So there should be one close to the tower. There should be one north-ish. And there should be one... Really? Yeah. So there should be one around here somewhere. There. Oh, more water ones. Great. Lovely. Fantastic. I already mentioned my disdain for you.
Yahoo!
Also, because your spirit's general. Also, you're immune to. Okay. That
Strike.
made this even worse.
Got something for you. You're stuck now.
Because these are ice and they're healing,
Time
and
for takeoff.
Amino doesn't work on them.
Brace yourself.
So no, Amino does. Oh no, but water.
Quiver.
There's water around there,
This'll
isn't it?
pack a
Oh,
punch.
crud.
This is a new one.
Thankfully, Aloy does 5 digits worth of damage. Also, I don't know why this just remind me of this. Just saying 5 digits apparently just brought back a memory of like a cartoon, not a cartoon, like a show I used to watch as a kid. So we had the Jetix channel at one point, and it was basically like, I guess, it was a show for teens, I think, like teens but not quite like tweens, I think is the proper way to call it. Hello. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, okay, I know, I see. And there's this channel called, or there's a show called PXG, which is basically like a gaming a gaming show kind of deal. So it'd go over like latest releases in Japan and all that. And like you had like you had the host who would like dress up in like Japanese gi for like, you know, martial arts and all that, like stereotypical stuff. But the contents they were talking about were really interesting because they were basically they were basically reviewing video games. I like that. I like that a whole lot because it's like, hey, you're like reviewing a game. I might have never heard of this. What's this game where it's like using the sunlight to actually, you know, play? It's like, oh, I've never heard of that before. And yeah, it's like there was a game that used a Game Boy Advance's like the cartridge had some hardware where if you're playing in the sunlight, the game is so much easier because like enemies die in so little hits, and what was it? I think you gain experience as well. But if you play it in darkness, oh, that's not good. Because now all the enemies are like super strong and you don't get anything for them. So it kind of incentivizes you to play outside. Like, go play outside. There you go, found them all. And, yeah, I learned about that game. I think it was like, was that a Castlevania game? Or was it like an RPG? And it was really interesting, because, again, just some games I didn't hear about, like a Bobobo game. I didn't hear about Bobobo, not even the cartoon, or the cartoon anime, bleh. I didn't hear about that until I heard about the game, and it's like, oh, that's interesting. The characters look interesting. I wonder if we'll ever get that. And then we never got it. Because it was Japanese exclusive. Because Japan has a surprising amount of exclusive games.
Yeah.
Because okay, you saw me. Just one, really?
Flash! This'll pack a punch. Ever seen one of these?
Where was I? Oh yeah. So some games just exclusive to Japan, and then I think a few years later, that's where I saw the whole what was it? Oh god, you really are bad, aren't you? Yeah, Operation Rainfall, which if you don't know was it was the campaign to localize Pandora's Tower, Lost Story, and Xenoblade. So yeah, that entire Operation Rainfall, I actually loved that. And so, oh yeah, I want to get all the games from Operation Rainfall, and I've got all the games from Operation Rainfall. I've got Xenoblade, I've got Last Story, I've got Pandora's Tower, I've got the limited edition of Pandora's Tower, so that makes me really happy. Just thinking of that, there was one game where it wasn't. There was a game where you like got shards of like a weapon or something, and like the tutorial told you how to like equip shards for weapon. So that was really but I've never heard of that game again, and I've looked for it and I just can't find it at all. Wisdom, bravery, okay. But yeah, I couldn't see any, I couldn't find anything about that game, so I just kind of stopped looking at it. But what was it? But yeah, the show PXG. I would watch it. I would watch it every time it was on, and I really liked it because it was a generally interesting show. And again, if you're a kid, you don't know much about games outside of the country. I'd say it's a good place to start. Even if the host was, well, stereotypical, I think it helped because it showed, hey, it's a different culture. It's nothing like yours. And I think it just grasped interest, I think was the thing.
This is a new one.
Which is why I liked it, and it's why I'm sad it just kind of stopped at one point. Well, I guess at one point the internet was taking off, and it was like, that show was just kind of for people that were really far behind. Believe it or not, the world wasn't as interconnected.
Got something for ya.
Ooh, you're still alive, man. The world wasn't as interconnected as it was back then as it is now.
Quiver.
And it basically just means certain things that we don't now, like, hey, there are games in Japan. Nintendo is a Japanese company.
This'll pack a punch.
You might not have known that,
Got
actually.
something for ya. The hunt is on.
You might have just been, oh yeah, it's like video games from Nintendo. What's Nintendo? It's some sort of company, and you might assume it's an American company. But no, it's Japanese, and I think.
Ever seen one of these?
I think at the current moment, the show was good because it filled a gap in like knowledge. Because again, you would think, oh, I live in this country, therefore everything must be from this country. No. Really no. How am I gonna get up there? Okay. Oh, I've got to go all the way over there, don't I? Oh, but that's no problem. Because I can glide a real long distance. Actually, hold on. You're supposed to be able to go down there, but because I have Venti, I can go up here. And completely cheese a whole bunch of this. Oh no, I just skipped a few steps. I haven't actually cheesed anything yet. There is something over here that, let me just collect one of these. Because you need to touch those things. It doesn't matter how you touch it. You just gotta be able to get to it. So I can just do this. Touch. Then we go down here. Is there an opening here? There is indeed an opening. Ah, but it's one of these things. Yeah, it was barrier, which I need to change to something. Yeah, I need to do
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Oh. Change to white light. And so begins the puzzle. Because some things appear in white light, and they sometimes appear in the night. So the barrier here, gone. So we need to figure out how to turn those doors on.
Ever seen one of these?
I knew you were over
You're
here.
stuck now.
I still went over here because I don't know
I
why.
swear by my sword.
Wrong one.
Storm the front. Strike.
Again, these aren't the healing ones, so that's
Think you
fine,
can
but
get
they are
away?
wind.
Let's
That means
play.
I'm basically doing nothing for good. A lot. Although, if I can set up Kujo's thing, a line up with
This is a new one.
Venti's ult, that can do some bonus damage.
Yahoo!
I just need to do this right.
Quiver. Time for takeoff.
Missile
If
pack
it doesn't
punch.
immediately explode though,
Ever seen
that's
one of these?
stipulation. It has to kind of not immediately explode
You're
and ruin the
stuck
entire
now.
combo. But no, it's where I learned a lot of like interesting stuff. Like there is a game for like I think it's the PS2 or something, or was it the GameCube? Like there's a weapon where it's just a drill that the person grabs and just turns the world upside down. It's like a post-game weapon, and it's like it's so cool because you're like, oh, that's such a cool weapon, just turning everything literally upside down. It's pretty neat. Ah. Now so we've got to go to white light, night light, white light, night light. That's the entire puzzle here. Also, I feel sorry for anyone sleeping here. It's like, oh, it's nighttime, time to go to sleep, and then you wake up and it's like what? It's like daytime now, but I just
Got
went to
something
bed.
for
Fine,
ya.
fine, fine. I guess I
Missile
just
pack
overslept, and then they get up and it's nighttime
The
again. It's
hunt
like
is on.
someone's
Brace
screwing
yourself.
up. Someone's screwing with me.
Think you can get
It
away?
can't be like this. And yeah, it's the protagonist just kind of doing the whole thing.
Barbados, guide us.
Flip-flopping the puzzle like 1,000 times.
Got something for
Oh,
you.
these are water type, right. God, I really hate water types. Again, they heal. If they hit you, they heal.
Missile pack punch.
And that explosion is what does the heal.
You're
So it's
stuck.
very annoying. Thankfully, these at least show the heal with a little animation.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Time for takeoff.
But when there's like so many in a row, they're just kind of zip-stopping around, and it's a pain in the butt.
Ever seen one of these? Got something for you. This is a new one. No turning back.
There we go. Think that's it. That's one down, two down. Again, Aloy Z needs. This isn't the best thing for her because she might be able to get extra ease off and get her actual passive off, but she's not doing things any faster. Okay. So there's one up here. Wrong one.
Wind, hear me.
You would think I'd know my difference between the alt and the skill button. Okay, so there's one over here. That means there's a door over here. Ah! Let me go over here. Ooh. Nope. Alright. Gotta do this legit. So I'm part way there. We just gotta do it. Venti for actually having a useful exploration skill.
Brace yourself.
And to note, I'm holding down the skill button. If you just press it, he just does the cast. He doesn't actually, you know, do the updraft.
Let's play.
So Venti is really good for exploring, because you can get places a little easier. But if I finish the thought, I missed that show. It was cheesy and it was like way over the top, and it might have been into actually. Would it?
Brace yourself.
I don't know. I understand the entire concept is like. Yeah, it's like we need to get Western kids to watch it, but we need to show Japanese culture, so we might need you
Think you
to
can get away?
over exaggerate. Like I doubt. I doubt the guy was an actual martial artist. If he was, that's awesome. But if not, oh, don't tell you healing.
This is a new one.
But I would have been interesting. It would have been interesting to see how they would have reviewed modern games.
Time for takeoff.
Because I think how to put it?
Got something for you. The hunt is on.
They did rate games like 1 to 10. So it was like you have like top 10, bottom 10. Was it bottom 10? No, I think it was only just top 10. So what game's the best? What game's the interesting? Was the weird, the mobile games, the console games?
Got something for you.
Mobile games. Well, console games were the interesting one. Sorry. I had 3 choices. I've blundered twice. The PC games were a little interesting because I didn't have PC at the time, and it went over like games like World of Warcraft and such, which I didn't have access to that, so didn't know anything about them. Oh god. Oh, why? That looks like a platform you can walk over. Nope, it's just branches, and it behaves like branches. So, okay, realism, got ya. I order of blah 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 blah, and then we get another one. Yep. Extensive and meticulous. Oh, and we get some premium gems for doing this quest. Where are you? Over here. No, I don't want White Knight. Because again, we can only see this guy in Evernight. What do you wish to know? Tell me about the best smell fish apps. They can evolve, okay. Tell me about Okamaki. So what were the things like before Sun and Moon? So there is an actual story to this entire place. It's not just a place to explore. And I'm just skipping over it.
Apparently, they held the Watatsumi Goryo Matsuri in Sangonomiya recently. Oh, Paimon bets Kokumi was the host.
And we're going back to Inazuma. Because all of that was a side quest we had to do the actual quest. Which the game does. And you know it's a side quest because it's in blue. and you know it's an actual quest because it's an orange. We haven't even gotten to the main quest yet, is my point.
This is the correspondence from Stingray 3. Your Excellency, the situation looks extremely serious.
Thank you, Ueno. Inform Swordfish 1 to stand by. I'll see to the wounded shortly.
Yes, ma'am.
I should also mention that there have been people that have been harassing voice actors and actresses because they don't like them. Okay, I might not like them, and I might think that someone else might have done a better role, but good lord, don't bloody attack people.
Hey, Kokomi!
Like, they're doing the best job. Just let them do the best job.
Captain of Swordfish 2. Glad to have you back on Watatsumi Island. I would have liked to have given you a grand reception, but as you can see... What's going on? Not long ago, I hosted the Watatsumi Goryo Matsuri. It's the most important ceremony on Watatsumi Island. I'm guessing you'll have heard about it from Tsuyuko? What? How did you know we were the ones helping out Tsuyuko this whole time?
How could you not tell, Paimon?
Tsuyuko is one of the more conscientious shrine maidens of Sangonomiya. I knew that handing off the planning of the ceremony to her would play to her strengths. Based on her description of the person who took the commission, it was quite obviously you.
Who? Well, it could have been. It could have been it could have been the sibling. You never know. That would be interesting. It's like, hey, you just did a commission and you did horribly. It's like, what? What do you mean? Yeah, you like completely butchered the assignment. What was wrong with you? It's like, well, what do you mean? I mean, you blonde hair, white clothing. It's like, was there anything else? Yeah, you seem to have switched sexes.
Starting to sound pretty suspicious.
I just realised, did Luminate always have that window? I always assumed it was covered up. Bit late for that now.
Anyway, I'm sure Tsuyuko will have told you that the Watatsumi Goryo ceremony is a ceremony to reverse the holy soil phenomenon on Watatsumi Island. It's a bleaching process that slowly turns the earth to holy soil, leaving the land infertile and devastating agricultural production.
Okay, why is it holy then?
Granted, crops aren't our staple food on Watatsumi Island, but I can't allow external forces to drastically alter the people's diet. And we certainly shouldn't be overly reliant on imports.
Yeah, you shouldn't be overly reliant on imports. You should have some sort of resource of your own. Because if you're overly reliant on imports, you're, how do I put it? Completely at the beck and call of another person. Like, if you get your food from your neighbor, and it's like, I'm just getting my food from a neighbor. Your neighbor goes, yo, I need you to do something. You go, no. It's like, I can always stop giving you the food. You have to do the thing for them. And that's kind of how it works.
Paimon doesn't quite follow.
Although in that scenario, you could just get food in the short term. On, like, a bigger scale like countries, yeah, it's not that easy in the long
all
run
you had to
at
eat
all.
from now on was radishes. No more fish or meat. Clearer now?
Opposite day, there's something Paimon can follow.
That would be terrible! The issue began with the Watatsumi Goryo Matsuri. I did not miss a single step during the ritual, and there's no question that the blood branch coral you retrieved was infused with the Omikami's power. But it didn't reverse the holy soil phenomenon as expected. Instead, it just paused. This has never happened before in history. This is ultimately a matter of Watatsumi Island's survival. So I sent as many people as I could spare to Enkanomiya to investigate the situation. The news from Stingray 3 was that all of Enkanomiya is engulfed in a darkness that cannot be dispelled. Additionally, there have also been reports of monsters, the likes of which no one has ever seen before. Strange monsters? And that's all that Stingray 3 has reported. Their investigation otherwise has yielded no useful information.
Hold on.
And the unforgiving environment has caused many casualties so
Why?
far.
Why is Paimon confused? We've been to Enkanomiya. We've done a side quest. Hell, the side quest to do this quest, we had to go there.
I have sent several rescue teams already, but it brings me no pleasure to have to ask, but on behalf of all of Watatsumi Island, I beseech you, please, lend us your assistance one more time.
No, I'm going to find my brother. See ya.
Please don't joke around. But thank you for once again agreeing to put your life on the line for the sake of our island.
I didn't agree to put my life on any line. I agreed to put a line on this cube.
Now, please, come with me to meet Tsuyuko.
No, I'd rather not. I'll just save everyone. Because I can. Aphotic Diffusal. Alright. What time is it? Ooh, it's getting a little late. I'm gonna call it there for now. It's been a while, and we've just did a giant side quest. So, pardon? Yeah, so I'm gonna call it there for now.